So the other day on Reddit, I saw a picture of this pie that was half apple and half pumpkin. And for some reason, it triggered something in me, so I had to recreate it. And not only did I recreate it, I dare say that I improved on the original design. I'm going to be making the pumpkin puree for the filling from scratch with a whole sugar pumpkin. I found out that these are less fibrous than regular large carving pumpkins, which makes it better for baking. After cutting in half, I'm scooping out all the seeds and fibrous material. They go into the oven cut side down for 40 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit. The pumpkin is ready once you can slowly slide the fork in. The pumpkin scoops out like ice cream. Freshly made pumpkin puree will be a bit more watery than canned pumpkin puree, but I didn't notice a difference in texture after baking. I'm adding a quarter teaspoon of ground cloves, half teaspoon of ground ginger, and a half teaspoon of salt to 3/4 cups of granulated sugar and mixing that thoroughly. I'm pouring the pumpkin puree into a big bowl to get ready for mixing. Then I'm adding 3 eggs and mixing that into the pumpkin puree. I'm adding in the spiced sugar mixture to be blended into the puree. And finally, I carefully stir in 12 ounces of condensed milk. Now it's time to make the filling for the other side of the pie. I peeled and cored 5 large Granny Smith apples, and it turned out to be way too much. Now it's time to make the syrup for the apple pie. I start with melting half a cup of butter. This is 3 tablespoons of flour, water, brown sugar, and granulated sugar. I'm heating it until it boils and simmering it for 5 minutes afterwards. Now it's time to make the pie crust. And it's really important for the butter to be really cold, so I had the butter in the freezer before I started cutting it. I'm cutting the butter into tiny chunks to create the layers in the crust. I'm going to put it in the fridge to keep it cold while I prepare the other ingredients. To make the dough, I'm adding 2.5 cups of flour to a mixing bowl. Here I'm adding a teaspoon of salt, Now I'm adding the cut butter and vegetable shortening to the flour. The goal of this step is just to cover the fats with flour and incorporate them nicely. Then I'm drizzling in half a cup of ice cold water, a little bit at a time to form a dough. After a rough dough forms, I'm going to flour a nice cutting board and roughly form a bowl with the dough. Be sure not to overwork the dough here and work quickly because the butter and fat will melt. I'm working the dough to make a nice round shape before cutting it in half. Then I'm going to wrap it in plastic foil and keep it in the fridge for several hours. Now that everything is ready, it's time to assemble the pie. First, I'm rolling out the pie dough to be big enough so that I can cover the pie dish. The pie dough is super soft and fragile, so I'm rolling it onto the rolling pin to transfer it onto the pie dish. I used the other half of the pie dough to create this middle divider piece. And then apple goes on one side. I'm drizzling on the apple pie syrup here. And pumpkin goes on the other side. Then it goes into the oven at 425 for 15 minutes and then 350 for 45 minutes. I gave this pie away to a friend and he told me that he separated it into 2 half pies to eat. So I decided that I need to improve on the design so that can't happen. For the new design, I'm using store-bought pie crust because it's sturdier. I was looking at other people's pie designs for inspiration, and I really liked the braided one, so I decided to try it. The improved design is going to be apple pie in the middle with pumpkin around the outside. This way, each slice gets both flavors. My lattice design was sticking to the apple pie syrup, so I gave up. And finally, the pumpkin pie filling goes around the outside. I'm brushing the lattice with egg wash this time instead of pouring the syrup over it, because I think it looks better. For this pie, I decided to make some whipped cream as well. I added some powdered sugar and a couple drops of vanilla extract to a cup of cream. An hour later, the pie is now ready. I let it rest for about an hour before cutting into it. The slice was amazing. The apple pie was tart and sweet, and the pumpkin was nice and rich. If you enjoy content like this, please subscribe for more. See you guys next time.